course it's not working. It's been sitting here collecting dust since before the Sahara was a desert.
Before the Sahara was a desert. Let's just say you do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all. All right, now hold still.
Hey, what are you doing?
We need water. Near the closest source.
I've been overlooked, slept on, left for dead. Always against all odds, like Pac said. I'm the living great Gatsby, but these boys will wet you quick and disappear like Banksy. From ocean to ocean, sea to sea, I'm something that you gotta see. Gonna take a look.
So, Aquaman is probably the weirdest movie I saw in 2018. But if you were wondering if you should see this movie, maybe. I mean, it's kind of fun, and you'll probably be entertained throughout the whole thing. The visuals and colour are really good, and also the CGI looks pretty good most of the time. Also, the costume design is really bright and quirky, just like the comics, and thanks to James Wan, this movie actually has some creative direction with one main voice, unlike... Yep. And even though James Wan has mostly done horror movies in the past, he does a really good job of putting some good action scenes together, where most of the action is wide shots, and it has some nice quirks that actually give the movie some character and flavour, unlike other DC films. For example, that chase scene with Black Manta, that was a really good scene, and probably my favourite in the film. But apart from that, the writing in this movie is really bad. In the movie, the villain, Ocean Master, wants to wage war on the surface world for certain reasons, but as an audience we never really see what he is talking about. So he basically just says why he wants to wage war. So as the audience, we need to just go with it, without any proof. Also, throughout the whole movie, I was never emotionally connected to anything. It just felt like I was watching pictures on a projector in a cinema. But when you're watching a movie, you should be taken into that world and feel invested, which is what I didn't feel while watching Aquaman. But the strangest thing about this movie is definitely how goofy and cheesy the movie is. It doesn't feel like they were taking this movie too seriously, which is a good thing. So if you see this movie, be prepared for some kind of shots of people emerging from smoke in slow motion to make them look cool. A good example of strange things in the movie is there is this scene where Aquaman and Mira are going to the Sahara Desert and they walk out of the ocean in like slow motion, like the Casino Royale scene. And then I just hear... I've been overlooked, slept on, yes, Pitbull. Not just the weirdest choice ever. I honestly couldn't believe it, and I almost started laughing in the cinema because of how weird it was. I don't know who thought it would be a good idea to put this in the movie. Like, there were some times in this movie where I was just confused at what they were thinking. But in the end, it's just a pretty alright popcorn movie, I guess. 6 out of 10. Also, I don't know who this kid is, but I'm sorry mate, you're just not a great actor. What are you doing?
I've been overlooked, slept on, left for dead. Always against all odds, like Pac said. I'm the living great Gatsby, but these boys will wet you quick and disappear like Banksy. From ocean to ocean, sea to sea, I'm something that you gotta see.